In April 2021, Audacity was acquired by the Muse Group. The Muse Group has made and continues to make updates and improvements to Audacity. Due to the ongoing changes, updates, and improvements in Audacity, after you upgrade to the latest versions for Audacity, you may find that how you used to edit audio will no longer work. When using the latest version of Audacity and you find that how you used to do something no longer works, chances are the same function that no longer works in a new version will still work using different methods to achieve the same thing. A few quotes from great minds over the centuries about change are as follows. Heraclitus, the ancient Greek philosopher from what was known as Ephesus, part of the former Persian Empire, said, "The only constant in life is change." End of quote. Benjamin Franklin from Pennsylvania, USA, was, among many things, a printer, inventor, scientist, publisher, diplomat, etc., said, "When you are finished changing, you are finished." End of quote. And Norman Vincent Peale from the United States was a pastor and author of the book The Power of Positive Thinking, said, "Change your thoughts and you change your world." End of quote. Microsoft Windows was released in 1985. After Microsoft Windows was released, I was slow to adopt to Windows as I was comfortable using Microsoft DOS and thought using a mouse was counterintuitive to just using the keyboard. However, once I started using Windows and a mouse, I was so amazed how I no longer had to close one software program to run another program, and the ease of navigation provided by the mouse. So many times, change can be a good thing. Audacity version 3.1 was released in October 2021. After upgrading to Audacity version 3.1.1, I found that I no longer could loop a selected portion of audio by using the keyboard shortcut Shift spacebar. Also, I found after upgrading to Audacity version 3.1.1 that when creating a podcast, joining several tracks together, the time shift tool used to reposition tracks was no longer there. There have been many changes made to Audacity. I'll include in the description area of this video URLs to several YouTube videos about the recent changes in Audacity version 3.1, including the URL to the YouTube channel Audacity. Following these YouTube channels available in the description area of this video will help you keep up with the changes being made to Audacity. This video will show you the new method in Audacity version 3.1 and higher, how to loop audio, as well as how to drag audio along the timeline. And I also refer you to the videos in the description area of this video to learn of these changes. Before Audacity version 3.1, to loop audio, you would select the portion of the audio track you wanted to loop, then use the shortcut Shift spacebar, and the selected audio clip begins to loop, playing over and over again. This is how you loop audio in Audacity 3.1 and later. If you've previously looped a portion of the audio track, you will first want to click here on this Timeline Options button and select Clear Looping Region. And to loop a portion of the audio track, first select the portion of the audio track you wish to loop. Let's say we want to loop this particular section of audio. So we select that particular section of audio, and then we click right here on this Loop On Off button. So we left click, and now you see there's brackets here indicating that it will loop. And if we click on our play button, you'll see that the audio loops over and over again. Also, with the introduction of Audacity version 3.1, there is no longer a time shift tool that was required to use to be able to reposition audio tracks. In Audacity version 3.1 or later, you no longer have, right here where my cursor is, a time shift tool used to move the audio clips around. To move the audio clips around, all you have to do now is just put your cursor in the handle area of an audio clip, hold down your left mouse button, and drag the audio clip where you want it to be. Now here is an example of a podcast where you have an intro file, you have your podcast, and you have an outro file, and you want to line these three files up. So let's take our podcast file and put our cursor right here in the handle area, hold our left mouse button down, and drag it until the podcast lines up with the intro, and you'll know that. You'll see a yellow line. See the yellow line up and down? That means it's lined up. Now, we want to have our outro file at the end of the podcast, so we put our cursor here in the handle area, hold down our left mouse button, and just keep dragging like this until we have the yellow line again. Right here, that's yellow line, so that means the outro is now at the end of the podcast, and we have the entire podcast lined up. So it's much easier here in version 3.1 and higher versions, because all you have to do now is to put your cursor here in the handle area, hold down our left mouse button, and drag the audio clip where you want it to be. Keep in mind that when using a tutorial on YouTube to learn Audacity, there may be tutorials created with earlier versions of Audacity that accomplished things differently than the newer versions of Audacity. I have found that even when Audacity makes changes, the same function that changed can be accomplished differently. Just wanted to let you know there are changes to Audacity that may require different ways to accomplish the same thing. With the wealth of knowledge provided in the Audacity manual, Audacity forum, video tutorials, etc. You shouldn't have to search too far to find out how you can accomplish in the new versions of Audacity the same things you did in the old versions of Audacity. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. Please visit our website, opportuno.org, for more items that may be of interest to you. Thank you.